Welcome back everyone to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, we're making a vegan Irish stew. It's a comforting meal for the colder weather or just any kind of weather if you just want to enjoy a comforting, warming meal. I'm really excited to make this recipe. Of course, I put my own spin on things. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! First of all, I'm peeling the carrots. And we're slicing up our carrots, and we'll want a heaping cup's worth. And we're slicing up our celery, and we'll also want a heaping cup's worth. And we'll dice up 1 cup of our yellow onion. I have 3 elephant garlic cloves I'm mincing up. Here's our rutabaga. We're going to peel it very well. You may have to go over it a couple of times. Some people use a knife to remove the thick waxy skin. And we're squaring off the rutabaga to make it easier for cubing. We'll get a heaping cup's worth of our rutabaga cubes. We're using half of a package of our little yellow potatoes. There's no need to peel them, we just wash them. Heat your stovetop to medium, get your Dutch oven nice and hot, and add some grapeseed oil. Cook up the diced onions. Get them nice and soft. And we're going to be using our Gardein vegan beef tibs. We're adding in the rutabaga cubes, adding in our beefless tibs. Get all the flavors infused. Preheat your oven to 350. We're adding our carrots and celery to the mix. And we're adding our little yellow potatoes. I'm pouring in our veggie stock that was from the freezer. It's about 4 cups worth. Don't mind the ice, it will melt. I'm also pouring in a can of Guinness for that beautiful rich flavor. I'm adding in a few sprigs of thyme here, and our minced garlic. I'm adding in a teaspoon of dried rosemary, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and the equivalent of 1 large bay leaf. Add salt and pepper to your liking, and later on you can taste and adjust it. Now we're going to cover it and pop it in the oven for about an hour. And I remember to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste,
and 1 teaspoon of vegan Worcestershire sauce.
Did you know that Irish stew is fed to third-class passengers on the Titanic? It is a very simple recipe. Of course, I put my own spin on things and I add rutabaga, which is a cross between a turnip and a cabbage, but it looks more like a turnip and it's sweeter than a turnip. It is very high in vitamin A and beta carotene, and it's a great source of potassium and manganese. It's also a good source of fiber, thiamine, vitamin B6, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. They're also called sweet turnip or neeps. The word rutabaga comes from the Swedish word rutabag, which means root bag. They were so readily available during the war times, so many people ate a lot of rutabaga back then. As time went on, I guess people got tired of rutabaga, and they were kind of forgotten, more or less, until now.
I'm chopping up some fresh parsley here. When there's about 15 to 20 minutes left, add the fresh parsley. You can also mash up some potatoes to add some starches in the mix. This should help to thicken it up. Otherwise, you can add cornstarch or flour. Now that we've stirred it up, we'll pop it back in the oven for the remainder of the cook time. Be sure to test it to make sure it's done. Now it's serving time. Remember to remove any herb stems or bay leaves. Or depending on your company, you can just give them the warning. I also made a simple soda bread to go with this stew. I added dehydrated onions in the mix. I'm spreading some earth balance on our soda bread, and it should go nicely with our Irish stew.
It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious Irish stew. And I made some special soda bread to go along with it, with some onions in the mix. The perfect, comforting Irish stew. Let's have a bite of my soda bread here. Gotta dip it in the stew, of course. And I'm completely satisfied with the way it turned out. Feel free to share in the comments below if you've made a vegan Irish stew. Or soda bread too. So there you have it, everyone, another delicious, comforting recipe to add to your recipe booklets. And remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. There's going to be a new video popping up every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, so you don't want to miss it. This is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.